Holy crap, my friends, if you would have told me Boomy 2025, at least the beginning, near mid part of it, you would have found the game that would be considered probably the game of the year, and not only that, but probably one of the best games I have ever played, well, I would have said, you idiot. I know it wasn't from a AAA studio, and that's right. Friends, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has taken the gaming industry by storm, and with every great reason possible. Now, this was a game, but we'll get into it, don't worry, but this was a game that people were worried about, because Oblivion Remastered, or literally almost a remake, came out from Bethesda. They did their thing, they're like, ah crap, in a week, Expedition 33 is going to go live. Oh no. Because Expedition 33 is by Sandfall Games, and they're a brand new indie company. This is their freshman release with Expedition 33, and they were worried. We were worried, going, oh no, will it take it away? Will players not play because they're so busy playing Oblivion and listening to the good dulcet tones of Patrick Stewart? No. The answer was we had nothing to worry about, because Expedition 33 came in like a freaking paintress, colored your number on the wall, and then you gourmaged all day long. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Expedition 33 is a big answer to the JRPG realm, turn-based game, story-driven game that literally has taken the industry by storm, has taken the world by storm, and has broken records along the way, and well deserved. Within the first 12 days of this game releasing, it has sold over 2 million copies. Sold copies. Sorry, Ubisoft, not 2 million played. There's a big difference. Not only that, but it has also broken the highest scored rated game on PS as well. This game is doing what many in the executive in the AAA industry has said was the impossible. No one wants to play these types of games. They were wrong, and the biggest reason they were wrong is because this game, Expedition 33, comes in at you hard. Sandfall Games is a studio built by just a few. A lot of people are like, oh, it's all 30 people from Ubisoft. No, it's not true, actually. Only a very few handful of people are ex-Ubisoft employees, while the rest are just junior devs. Some, their first time in the gaming industry. Some found on Reddit. Some found on SoundCloud, like the main composer for the music was. This was pretty much just a slap-dab, put-together crew that had a passion, and as this guy says right here,
game made by people who care about the people.
They know what the player wants, because this as well is what they want. So Expedition 33, right, so what's all that jumbo mumbo about? You're getting in there. You're in Lumiere, because I suck at French. You're on this island, right? The world's fractured. There's this goddess, the paintress. Yes, every year she writes a new number on the monolith that's out there. And whatever your age is, if you happen to be at that number, you are gommaged. You are dead. You disappear. You go into the ether. No one knows why. Well, maybe because the paintress is a complete twit stick. I haven't beaten the game yet, so I don't know. Don't spoil it. This is literally the only game I'm not spoiling myself about. That's why. We'll get into that in a little bit. So you're there, but there's an expedition. Every year for 67 some odd years, an expedition has been put together to go to the main island where the paintress is and to stop her. That's what they need to do, so people will stop dying at random young ages and people will live on and rebuild their lives. That is what they're trying to do. And along the way, they're meeting all these interesting monsters and these things. Like, literally, this game is any art student's paradise. It's a dystopian nightmare artistic rendition of Caravaggio and Salvador Dali and Bob Ross got together and decided to paint something. This is Expedition 33. So whether it's from art, it's from story, and this is a very captivating story. A beautiful soundtrack to which, before I even started playing the game, I just had to soundtrack the opening credit of the game before I even pressed play. It played, and I just sat there doing my stuff, just listening to it. It was beautiful, gorgeous. I mean, I'm a metalhead. I also love classical music and opera, so that's probably another reason why I really love this. And it's in French, which is, you know, oui, oui, ooh la la. I love that. Give me a baguette. Thank you very much. It's gorgeous. The soundtrack, which I have listened to on repeat over and over and over again, is a masterclass on a soundtrack for a game. It's just outside of Doom. I mean, that's a completely different thing, right? But the way the writers and the artists do this game, develop this game, produce this game, the soundtrack along with it, it takes the dystopian, just this almost cyberpunk meets a lot of things type fantasy, you know, and Final Fantasy as well, takes this landscape and it makes it come to life. It makes the story and just pulls on every emotion there is. This is something we're not used to these days in the last 10 years or so with the gaming industry and with games. It pulls at every heartstring. It makes you root and despise, love, care for, worry for the characters that are portrayed in this game. That's not something you're getting with Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's not something you're getting definitely with South of Midnight and all these other games that are coming out there. You're not getting that. But in this game, the moment you click on, the moment before you even you're in the prologue, and you're worrying and you're wondering what is going on with Gustav? What is going on with Muriel? What is going on with Sophie? What is going on with Lune? What is going on with all these characters? You're captivated to them because the writing is amazing. This is a team at Sandfall that made a game for gamers. They made a game that gamers want. This game should get Game of the Year, and if it does, well-deserved award for this game and for this team to get. Their first game out of the gates, their freshman release out there, and they're destroying all the AAA game companies out there who think that you have to have a bloated budget, you have to have thousands of devs on this game, you have to check all the DEI marks, you have to do all this crap. When in reality, a small team over there in France with about 33 people have created a AA game that looks and feels and plays like a AAA game. They have made them all in the AAA industry, all these elite fools out there look like morons because they're morons. Instead of chasing for the dollar, they should chase for the gamer, because if they do that, then they'll get that almighty dollar. Friends, I love this game. I can't stop talking about this game. I can't stop telling people they need to play this game. And when they have, they're like, oh my gosh, Boomy, you are so right. And for $50, that's not bad at all. That's really good for the 40 and maybe 60 hours, depending on how you play and all the little nuggets you find in the game. That is so worth it. This game, I would literally buy for actual retail price of $90 to $100. That's what this is worth, but they're giving it to you for $50. In fact, it went on sale as it was releasing, so you got it, what, for 45 bucks? USDA or USD, not USDA, that's completely different. But it just says a lot that there's so much passion for this game, not just from the devs, but also from the community. I cannot wait for all the cosplay, and we've already started seeing it. It is crazy. This game is taking the industry by storm, and it should. It deserves all the rewards, and I cannot wait. I'm literally like past Act 1, I'm like, okay, when's the DLC? I gotta have more. I don't want this game to end. This is amazing. I love this world. I cannot wait to see what Sandfall does in the future, not just with this IP, but with future IPs from them as well. Be on the radar, be on the lookout for Sandfall. They're going places. They continue on this route, they're gonna get big as long as they stay humble and true to not just themselves, but to those people who also play and have fallen in love with their game. Friends, let me know in the comment section below. Have you played 33 yet? What do you think about this game? If you haven't, are you thinking about it? You know you want to. I give Expedition 33 11 beards out of 10. That's where it is in my world. Make sure you hit that like button, the share button, and that bell notification button for when all my videos do go out. And hey, want to get early access to all the videos? Want to get a monthly podcast, which I have one coming out the end of this week? Why not become a member to the channel? really helps us out quite a bit. And of course, my friends, make sure you hit the subscribe and become part of the family here at Boomynation, the Freak Show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind, it's about community, and don't forget to spay and neuter your patronesses. We'll see you later, my friends. Good day.
Boomynation, simply the best. Epic tales on every shore. Hit that button, ask for more.